Hey, what up? Welcome to the Dean's List. I have like a super regular show planned for you guys today. Dean Project, friggin' dope. Dean's List, friggin' yeah. Friggin' dope. And Munchie decided to sit this one out for whatever reason. But it's the end of the week, and you know what that means. It's time to look at the best creators on all of the YouTube. And we're not going to do much more talking about it. We're just going to start giving out beefy points, okay? We're talking about a regular beefy episode. Nothing too special. Not a double beef week, not like a certain spotlight or anything like that. Nothing, just a regular old list. And here we go. We're going to be talking about number 10, picking up one measly point. We're going to be talking about Finn McKenty for his video about the most hated bands, where he talked about 6ix9ine, Insane Clown Posse, and Death Heaven. Now, I've never heard of Death Heaven before, and it doesn't sound like something that I would like. Hipster death metal? I don't think so. Okay, we're going to keep in the music sphere on the internet. In the music space, we're going to be talking about none other than Mr. Anthony Fantano. His Let's Argue this week was actually a very good Let's Argue. I like it when he asks his audience like a specific thing, like who do you think the most overrated this or that are, or whatever. And this was about overrated singers. And I really vibed with it. I thought it was a really great upload. And enough for Fantano to pick up 2 Porky points. At number 8, picking up 3 points, it's Amanda the Jedi for her video about how 365 days is worse than 50 Shades. So yeah, go watch her video about that. And then she wore like this shirt to remind herself that like good movies exist. Do you know how many points 7 get? 7 gets 4 Porky points. And you know who's getting those points? We're going to be talking about Drew Gooden. Drew Gooden came on and he talked about Disney Channel movies. Now, Disney Channel movies are much, much different than Disney movies. Don't think of like a really high budget theatrical Disney release like an Incredibles or like something that they would do with Pixar or something like that. No. That's not what a Disney Channel movie is. Personally, I didn't grow up with a lot of Disney Channel movies. I wasn't as sheltered as Drew was. He wasn't allowed to watch like any Cartoon Network until he was like 13 or whatever. I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons, but for whatever reason, I was still allowed to watch all sorts of other cartoons that existed. And I wasn't like having to watch the Disney Channel by any means, so I was not doing that. Hey, do you remember J Station? Remember what J Station did? J Station did all those 3 a.m. challenges where he'd talk to dead people, and then he'd wait until like a celebrity would die, and then he would capitalize on that death by trying to talk to them with the Ouija board, and then he also like faked his own girlfriend's death and stuff like that just to get a bunch of views on their other channel. Do you remember J Station? Do you know who also remembers fucking J Station? Cody Ko remembered J Station, and he did a whole friggin' video about J Station, and it was hilarious. Funny upload from Cody Ko. Now, I'm not always vibing with the Cody Ko videos. Sometimes they're wish, sometimes they're wash, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of flip, a little bit of flop. You know all the analogies about how mediocre I feel about Cody Ko's content. But I do respect him so very much as a content creator. He did like inspire a whole lot of people to do the exact same thing that he does. So, that's sick. Yeah, now we're gonna do a chill middle of the list interlude. I'm not gonna yell, I'm not gonna scream, I'm not gonna rant and rave. This time I'm just gonna take it chill. I'm gonna take it chill. I almost caught myself, I almost went over the hill. I almost went really wild there for a moment, but no, I stayed chill. I stayed chill. Middle of the list. I really should have like poured a water or something from my throat. Normally I do that, but I came in here to set up the recording process, whatever, and I planned on initially going out for some water, setting up like the station for, to inhabit it for the next couple hours while I make this video. and I didn't do any of those things, and now my throat is rubbed raw, and I'm not gonna, because like I could just get up and go get a glass of water. What's the big deal? Keep this running, come back. No. That's not how it goes. Instead, we're going to be talking about number 5. We're going to be talking about Mr. Wavy Web Surf. He did a video about who Michael Rosen is. Now, everybody is going to recognize Michael Rosen when they see him, okay? The meme community, the YouTube poop community. See? You see this guy? Whoa. Have I been covered by that thing the whole time? I'm really sorry. That's an amateur mistake right there. Anyway, this video is great. Okay, we're having a rocky time in the old Dean Project Manor right now. We're going back, we're going forth. I'm fumbling around a little bit. But do you know who doesn't fumble around? Do you know who makes fucking sick videos? Do you know who makes like mini documentaries and just fucking puts them out for the world to love? Fucking John Swan, and he's out here to expose and to tell us all about Chris Hansen. He's just out here for the money. He doesn't want to expose any predators, and he doesn't want to bring any of them to justice. He just wants to sell a show so he can pay off all his debts, okay? That is some tea, and John Swan delivered that tea, and I loved it. Great video, John, and for that I have no other choice but to give you 7 beefy points. Okay, as my throat rubs raw, I have no other choice but to go over here and give Gus Johnson a whole heaping helping of fucking, how many points did I give him over here? I gave him 8 beefy points for his video about Twitter verification.
Oh, hey,
it was
Twitter.
very funny.
Hi, I'm a YouTuber.
Oh, look, I got
I've
the sound
about
on by
5 million
accident. I don't want to have the sound on. I want to have that muted. This video was hilarious. I loved every little fucking bit of it, you know? And I don't want to play too much of it right here because it's short and it'll probably like spoil it. So just go watch this fucking funny little sketch that he did. It's very smart and it's very accurate, and great job. Fucking 8 beefy points. Okay, guys, don't get pissed, all right? Number 2 and number 1 are regulars on the show, okay? They're the regular heavy hitters, and I don't want you to be all like bored and be like, oh my god, these guys again, fucking Jesus Christ. Come on, I want some fresh content. But I can't help that the bangers that these guys have been putting out have been just so funny. And there have been weeks where these creators, you know, they haven't made the list or they've been up and down or whatever. So I try to be as accurate and as honest as possible and try not to put my bias in front of all the critical thinking that I try to put into these videos before I sit down and make this video. But fucking Charlie, man. Charlie,
2020 hasn't had a whole ton to celebrate,
but sound too. Fucking Charlie, man, he was so good last week. So many fucking videos. I love it when he covered the Attaway General thing. Everyone wants to know about Attaway General, but they don't want to watch it. He also did a video about Belle Delphine that we're watching now. The Twitch lawsuit about the guy who fucking sued Twitch for $25 million because he has a sex addiction and he can't handle all the thoughts that just like berate him every single day. And for all that, you know, I gotta give Charlie 9 beefy fucking points. Okay, dude, you got fucking Charlie out of the way. That's pretty sick, but like, who could be number 1 then? Who's another heavy hitter that hits near the top that it could be? If it's not fucking Charlie, I'll fucking tell you who it is. You know we're talking about Brad Hall.
Here
He's coming
on today's show.
and he is talking about the dunks. He is talking about his wild and fresh ideas for new designs and new ways to wear the Nike SB dunks because of how fucking hot they are and because of how much everybody wants them, because how wild they are, and because of how much of an eccentric wild man that Brad Hall happens to be. He put his creative mind to really good use to come up with a whole bunch of fresh designs. And I don't want to show you any of them. All the ones that you're seeing right now, they're actual designs, okay? I don't want to show you fucking his designs right now. You're going to have to go watch this video for your own dang self and find out why he's walking away this week with another big helping, a big, tasty old plate of 10 beefy old points. Who's got the beef? Brad's got the beef. Charlie's got the beef. They all got the beef. Beefy points this week. They're running away with it, yeah. I didn't tally the leaderboard yet. There's no reason to because Charlie, he's way, way, way up front. I'll tally them later. It'll be an accurate representation this time next week when I compile a new Dean's list. But for now, I'm done. This is it. Charlie's still number 1. What else do you want to know? All right, okay, well, that's another Dean's List in the bag. That was fun. It was exactly what was advertised on the can, a super normal, a super regular, a super by the books kind of Dean's List kind of episode right now, because I'm just kind of testing things out. I didn't want to get too wild. This is the first time that I had 2 screens, and I got fucked up a little bit, and I might have had my face covered a little bit during some of this. And to that, like, please just forgive me, man. I'm trying to get better. I want to get professional at this. I have 2 screens in front of me. All right, I have a fucking list over here. I have all these things going on inside of my brain, and I'm trying to deliver it into a camera. You know, it's good. I'm doing good. Okay, all that aside, I hope that you're still with me on this journey, even though this is all fucked up. If you enjoyed this load of horseshit that I call content, remember to scroll on down and spank a little like on it, and maybe in the future, I'll have all this polished, and I'll be like one of those fancy fucking polished YouTubers that makes lots of money and lives in a big fancy house. But for now, it's going to be the grungy Dean Project times for all the times, okay? All right, thank you for watching. Dean Project friggin' dope. Dean Project, press a like. Dean Project, then subscribe. Patreon, yeah. Dean Project, press a like a Dean Project, then subscribe a Dean Project. Patreon, yeah. Dean Project, friggin' dope. Yeah, everything is great. Everything is great with me and Munchie. We're not in a fight at all. There's no reason why he's not in this video. Everything is great between us.